I'm Dr. Jim Otis of BrainTime. This video is about the science of how BrainTime works. What's actually happening in your brain. Now, I know that many of you, it's enough to know that you're getting results and you don't need to know how or why. But some of you, the geek crowd, or some of you will want to know more about how it works and why it works. So the BrainTime sounds nudge your brain into a healthy style of function that helps the different parts of your brain connect and share information. Now, this is really crucial, and especially for human brains. There are two things that make human brains unique compared to the brains of other animals. One is how different the different parts of the brain are, how specialized they are. So, for example, the right and the left sides of our brain are more different than the right and the left sides of a cat's brain or a bird's brain or a snake's brain. That allows specialization. So, for example, in our brain, the left side of our brain pays attention to details. It likes to do verbal communication. The right side of the brain, on the other hand, gets the big picture, and it will do nonverbal communication. So both aspects of communication are crucial to have a full experience. You have to be able to understand the words, and you have to be able to say, hey, what mood is this person in? What are they feeling and thinking? The two sides of your brain have to share information. The more specialized they are, the more they need to talk with each other and share information. Otherwise, it's like two people doing different dance moves, and it's not smooth at all. Your brain doesn't work well. So the two things that make the human brain really unique compared to other animals are how specialized the different parts are and how well connected the two sides are. So there are stronger connections. And it's not just right to left. It's right to left, front to back, top, bottom. The human brain is way more connected than the brains of other animals. And this, by the way, it's not brain size. Many people think, well, what's unique about human brains is how big they are, or how big they are compared to body size. It's not. It's actually this specialization and degree of connectivity. The human brain is specialized and it's connected. But how does the connection happen on a moment-by-moment basis? Well, every cell in our brain is turning on and off many times a second. Technically, the membrane potential oscillates. It comes closer to threshold, farther from threshold. And so it's easier to send a message, harder to send a message. A brain cell is on, off, many times a second. When it's on, it can send a message and receive a message. It can talk with its neighbors. When it's off, it can't. So there are billions of cells, on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. When two cells want to share information and talk with each other, they synchronize, on at the same time, off at the same time, on at the same time, off at the same time. When they're sending the messages, they get through to each other. They're not wasting a signal that gets sent when the other cell is off. So it's all about timing. And that's the basis of the patent for BrainTime and the basis of the name, BrainTime. The timing mechanisms are very important. So now we've talked about the brain is highly specialized, it's highly connected. Those connections actually shift from moment to moment, which connections are turned on and being used and which connections are not being used. So how does this practically play out in our health? Well, we know that the brain is hugely important. We know that it regulates our emotions. We know that it regulates our thinking. There's new evidence, new scientific understanding of just how powerfully our brain regulates our immune system. It has a direct influence as well on our digestive system, on the whole autonomic nervous system that regulates our heartbeat and our breathing and all of the automatic functions in our body. But the basic point that I want you to understand is that getting the brain to work together boosts health, and it can help you physically, it can help you mentally, it can help you emotionally. Getting the brain work together, I mean the different parts of the brain synchronizing easily, sharing information flexibly, and life is better. That's it. I've enjoyed telling you some of the nerdy part of BrainTime, the science behind it. You don't have to like understand this stuff at all for it to work. But I know some of you are interested, and I get the question all the time, well, how does this work? This is a brief explanation for you. I'm Dr. Jim Otis of BrainTime.